pyramid of energy. Okay, so in last class, 80% of pyramid of energy is over. So remaining 20% of pyramid of energy remains. I will start immediately pyramid of energy. Okay, right. Pyramid of energy. Last class. The flow of energy from one trophic level to another trophic level. So only 10%. Okay, only 10%. This principle is proposed by Linderman scientists. So it is also called Linderman's 10% rule. Linderman's 10% rule. Okay, this point you remember, don't forget in last class. Okay, so, remaining 90% of energy. Okay, remaining 90% of energy. Okay, is lost. Okay, in the form of heat. In the form of heat. So this energy is called entropy. This energy is called entropy. Okay, so ఇదంతా కూడా జనరలే. సో మెయిన్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అంతా కూడా అయిపోయింది ఇన్ లాస్ట్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, పిరమిడ్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ. ఓకే, సో ఫుడ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ. మీకు తెలుసు అన్ని ఇంకా. ఓకే, సో ఫుడ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎనర్జీ. ఓకే, ఫుడ్ ఈజ్ ఏ సోర్స్ ఆఫ్. So this energy is required for growth, repair, and development of. This energy is useful for growth, repair, and development of tissue. And the development of growth, repair, and development of tissue. Okay, so this is the more main use of energy. Okay, like next, food is chemical energy. Food is chemical energy. మీకు తెలుసు. Okay, so solar energy. Producers converts the solar energy into chemical energy. Producers is nothing but green plant. Producers is nothing but green plant. Okay, so this green plants converts the solar energy into chemical energy. Okay, producers convert the solar energy to chemical energy through the photosynthesis. Through the photosynthesis. Okay, so like this chemical energy is stored in the body of plant. Okay, that is called potential energy. Okay, this chemical energy is stored in the body of plants. Okay, in the body of plants. Okay, so that stored chemical energy in the body of plants is called potential. Called potential. Okay, so it is a potential energy. Okay, right. Potential energy. Okay, right. Next one. Several mechanisms are present in living organisms. Okay, for the absorption of nutrients. Several mechanisms are present in the living organisms for the absorption of nutrients. For example, okay, so I take example plant. Plant receives the materials from soil through their roots. Through their roots. All plants receives the minerals from their soil through their roots. Through their roots. Okay. So, next, for the dissolution of minerals, water is required. Okay, for the dissolution of minerals, water is required. Water is required for dissolution of minerals. So these plants absorbed dissolved minerals from soil with the help of their roots. With the help of their roots. Okay, like next one. Photosynthesis is a essential process. Okay, so photosynthesis is essential process. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is essential process. Okay. Due to the lack of photosynthesis, okay, plants do not produce their own food. Plants do not produce their own food. Okay. So, right. Due to the lack of photosynthesis, plants do not produce carbohydrates. Nothing but their biomass and consumers are destroyed. Okay. Due to the lack of photosynthesis. Okay. So this photosynthesis useful to plants as well as consumers. Okay. So photosynthesis is essential process to both plants and animals. Okay. Right. So next one, sunlight minerals. Sunlight, carbon dioxide, water, minerals. So these are required to photosynthesis. Okay. Sunlight, sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, and minerals. And minerals. These are required for photosynthesis. Okay. So due to the lack of any one source, due to the lack of any one source, photosynthesis collapse. Photosynthesis will be collapse. Okay. And then plants do not produce carbohydrates. Plants do not produce carbohydrates. Means not synthesis their own food. Not synthesis their own food. Okay. Right. Next one. Food chain and food web. Food chain and food web. Food chain and food web. Okay. So food chain and food web helps to transformation of food and energy from one traffic level to another traffic level. Okay. So food chain and food web both are useful to transformation of energy from one traffic level to another traffic. Okay. Transformation of energy from one trophic level to another trophic, another trophic, another trophic from one traffic level to another traffic level. Okay, right. Which means from producers to consumer. Okay, so from producers to from producers to consumers. Okay. So this food chain and food web useful for transformation of energy from one traffic level to another traffic level, which means transformation of energy from producers to consumers. Okay. So this is most use of food chain and food web. What is meant by food web? Interconnecting network of different food chains is called food web. Okay. Interconnecting network of different food chains, interconnecting network of different food chains is called food web. Okay. Most important bit is interconnecting, connecting, okay, network, interconnecting network of different food chain, different food chain, different food chain called food web. It's called food web. Okay, right. This is most important technology. Or or ఓ విధంగా రాసుకోవచ్చు. Okay. So, one traffic level which depends on more than more than three traffic levels in different food chains. It's called food web. Okay. One traffic level which depends on more than three traffic levels, more than three traffic levels in different food chains. In different food chains. It's called food web. Okay. సో రెండు రకాల డెఫినేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, రెండు రకాలుగా రాసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ వన్, ఇంటర్కనెక్టింగ్ నెట్వర్క్ ఆఫ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫుడ్ చైన్స్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ ఫుడ్ వెబ్. ఆర్ 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 one traffic level which depends on more than 3 traffic level in different food chain, in different food chains is called food web, called food web. Okay, so over the food web. Okay. So this food chain and food web both are useful for transformation of energy from one traffic level to another traffic level, or transformation of energy from producers to consumers. Okay, right. This is over the use of food chain and food web. So what is food web? Interconnecting network of different food chains is called food web, or one traffic level which depends on more than 3 traffic levels in different food chains. Okay, so it's called food web. Right. This is okay. Next one, animals obtained the minerals from plants or animals. Okay. So animals, come to the animals. Okay. Come to the animals obtained the minerals from plants and from plants and plants and animals. Okay, mana telusu animals. Okay, animals which feeds on both plants and another small animals, another small animals. Okay, so right. Okay, first one, curd. Curd చూస్తాం, మన కర్డ్ ఎట్లా తయారవుతుంది, మినరల్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ టేక్ ఏ స్మాల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఓకే, animals which feeds on plant. Okay, when animals which feeds on plant, so different type of minerals. Okay, so like calcium, magnesium. Okay, so these are enters into the body of animals. Okay, so this calcium precursor for strengthening the bones and muscles, strengthening the bones and muscles. Okay, so okay, when animal which feeds on both plants and animals. Okay, so immediately different type of minerals are entered into the body of animals. Okay, so minerals means like calcium, magnesium, zinc. Okay, so many minerals are entered into the body of animals. Okay, right. Next one, take example calcium. Okay, so this calcium precursor for strengthening the bones and muscles, strengthening the bones and muscles. Okay, so uh, this high level of calcium is present in, high level of calcium is present in Cisanum indicum. Okay, so Cisanum indicum plant, Cisanum indicum plant. Okay, so when animal which feeds on Cisanum indicum plant, the nuvulu, Cisanum indicum plant. Okay, so large quantity of calcium is entered into the body of animal. So this calcium useful to strengthening the bones and muscles, strengthening the bones and muscles. Okay, right. This is a good example. Okay, so next one, so curd. So take another example, curd. Lactobacillus. కర్డ్ ఎట్లా ఫామ్ అవుతుందో తెలుసు కదా మీకు, అందరికి తెలిసింటది, కానీ మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్తాను. సో లాక్టోబేసిలస్, is one of the useful bacteria. Lactobacillus is one of the useful bacteria. Okay, so this lactobacillus మరి ఎట్లా కర్డ్ చిన్న చిన్న అగ్లూటినేషన్స్, లైక్ వైజ్ అగ్లూటినేషన్స్ మీన్స్ చిన్న చిన్న గడ్డలు ఫామ్. ఓకే, సో మనము టేక్ మిల్క్. ఓకే, అండ్ యాడ్ ఫ్యూ డ్రాప్స్ ఆఫ్ బటర్ మిల్క్. ఓకే, ఆఫ్టర్ 5 to 6 hours. ఓకే, సో మిల్క్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ కర్డ్. ఓకే, మిల్క్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ కర్డ్ విత్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ లాక్టోబేసిల్లస్ బ్యాక్టీరియా, లాక్టోబేసిల్లస్ bacteria. Okay, so this lactobacillus in the milk, so different type of proteins, fat are present. Okay, proteins, fat, minerals are present. Okay. This lactobacillus bacteria combines the protein particle into lipid particle. Okay. So combines the protein particle. This one is protein part. This one is lipid part. Okay. So ఈ రెండింటిని బాగా కలిపేస్తాం. Okay. So this lactobacillus bacteria combines the protein particle into lipid particle to form agglutination like clot. So that is called curd. That is called curd. Okay. So this is most important. Okay, good. వాళ్ళందరికీ తెలుసు లాక్టోబెసిల్లస్ ప్లే అన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ రోల్ ఇన్ ద ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ కర్డ్. కానీ ఎట్లా ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తుంది ఆ లాక్టోబెసిల్లస్ అంటే దిస్ బ్యాక్టీరియా కంబైన్స్ ద ప్రోటీన్ పార్టికల్ ఇంటూ లిపిడ్ పార్టికల్ టు ఫార్మ్ అగ్లూటినేషన్ లైక్ క్లాట్. ఓకే, అగ్లూటినేషన్ లైక్ క్లాట్. దిస్ క్లాట్ is called curd. Okay, so this is over the formation of curd. Okay, so in the curd, so these following minerals are present. Okay, calcium. Okay, so calcium is a rich source of in the curd. Okay, so this calcium useful to strengthening the bones and the muscles. Okay, so calcium. Next one, phosphorus. Okay, so next one, phosphorus. Phosphorus also present. Okay, phosphorus also present. Okay, right. Next, high level of calcium. Next, some of the minerals also present, like phosphorus. Okay, so magnesium. So different type of minerals are present. Next, vitamins also present. B2 and B12. Okay, so B2. Okay, so B2 and B12. Okay, so what is the name of B2? Riboflavin. Okay, riboflavin. Okay, so riboflavin. What is the name of B12? Cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin. Okay. Cyanoco- Cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin. Okay. This vitamin is most precursor to human body. So this vitamin leads to erythropoiesis. Okay. So erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis. What is erythropoiesis? The production of RBC is called erythropoiesis. Okay, so this vitamin is required for erythropoiesis. Nothing but production of RBC is called erythropoiesis. Okay, so for the erythropoiesis or production of RBC, B12 is required. The scientific name cyanocobalamin. It is cobalt containing vitamin. This cobalt containing vitamin. Okay, deficiency of vitamin B12 leads to pernicious anemia. The most important bit. Okay, deficiency of vitamin B12. Deficiency means under level of B12. Under level of B12. Okay, deficiency or under level of B12 leads to pernicious anemia. Okay, pernicious anemia. Pernicious. So pernicious means most dangerous. Okay, pernicious means most dangerous. Okay, తెలుగులో రక్తహీనత అంటారు. Lack of production of RBC. Okay, it's called pernicious. Called pernicious anemia. తెలుగులో భయంకర రక్తహీనత అంటారు. భయంకర రక్తహీనత అని పిలుస్తారు. Okay, right. This is the priority of vitamin B12. So deficiency of vitamin B12 leads to pernicious anemia. Okay, so main symptom in pernicious anemia, lack of production of RBC. Lack of production of RBC. Okay, right. Next one, మరి ఆ కర్డ్ మిల్క్. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ మిల్క్ తీసుకోవాలి. మిల్క్. ఓకే, మిల్క్ నుంచి ఏమొస్తుంది? కర్డ్. మరి ఈ మిల్క్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది? ఓకే, సో కౌ నుంచి. కౌ నుంచి మనకు ఫ్రమ్ కౌ మిల్క్ ఈజ్ ప్రొడ్యూస్. ఓకే, సో ఫ్రమ్ మిల్క్ కర్డ్ ఈజ్. ఓకే, కర్డ్ ఈజ్. నెక్స్ట్, ఈ కౌ యొక్క వాట్ ఇస్ ద మెయిన్ ఫుడ్ టు ద కౌ? గ్రాస్. గ్రాస్. nothing but produce. Okay, so grass is nothing but fruit. Okay, so, okay. So this is the main sequel. Okay. How is eaten the grass to produce milk? This milk converted into curd with the help of lactobacillus. With the help of lactobacillus. Okay, right. Cow which feeds on grass. Okay, and receives energy from grass. This cow, by utilizing energy, this cow produces milk. This cow produces milk. Okay, so this milk is converted into curd with the help of lactobacillus bacteria. Lactobacillus bacteria. Okay, so in the curd, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, okay, different type of minerals are there. Calcium is a rich source, okay, and vitamins B2, B12, B6 also. B6 also present. Okay, B6 pyridoxine. B6 pyridoxine. Different type of vitamins are present in the tomato. Okay, right. So this is next one. Come to undigested product. Hair. Okay, feather, insect exoskeleton. Hair. Okay, feather, hair, feather, insect exoskeleton. Exoskeleton. Exoskeleton of what is the main priority to insect? Insect is considered largest class in the animal kingdom. Okay, so largest class in the animal kingdom. Okay, insect is considered largest class in the animal kingdom. Why? 9 lakhs of species which lives in insect. So insect is considered largest class in the animal. Next, largest phylum in the animal kingdom, Arthropoda. Okay, Arthropoda. Okay, largest phylum. Largest phylum in the animal kingdom, Arthropoda. Next, largest class. Largest class in the animal kingdom, Insecta. Okay, so because of 9 lakhs of species which lives in 9 lakhs of species which lives in Insecta. Okay, right. So 9 lakhs of species which lives in Insecta. So Insecta is considered largest class in the animal kingdom. Okay, Insecta is also called Hexapoda. Insecta is also called Hexapoda. Why? Hexa means six. Poda means legs. 6 legs. Okay, six. Okay, 6 legs. Okay, so Insecta is also called Hexapoda. Hexapoda means 6 legs. Okay, right. Next, why Arthropoda is considered largest phylum in the animal kingdom? Approximately 80% of species, 80% of species which lives in Arthropoda. Approximately 70% of species which lives in Arthropoda. So Arthropoda is considered largest phylum in the animal kingdom. Okay, largest phylum in the animal. Next, striated muscles first time formed in Arthropoda. This is most important bit, Nana. Striated muscles. Striated muscles or striated muscles or voluntary muscles or voluntary muscles first time formed in Arthropoda. Okay, right. Next one, hair, feathers, exoskeleton of insects, okay, cartilage and bone, cartilage and bone. Okay, so these are undigested food. Okay, so these are undigested food materials in animals. Okay, so likewise, some of the undigested food materials also present in plants like cellulose and lignin. Okay, so cellulose and cellulose, cellulose and lignin. So these are undigested food materials in plants. In plants, these are undigested food materials in animals. Animals. Okay. So in name, undigested. Okay. So not digested. Okay. So these products are not digested. Okay. So they are converted into undigested food materials. Nothing but excretory product. Excretory product. Okay. So these excretory product ejaculated. Okay. So as excretory product ejaculated. Okay. So cellulose and lignin. These are undigested food materials in plant. Okay, cellulose and lignin. Most important bit. So undigested food materials in plants, cellulose and lignin. Undigested food materials in animals, where feather, exoskeleton of insect, cartilage, and okay. In the hair, keratin protein is present. Most important. In the hair, keratin protein is present. Okay. Keratin, keratin protein is present in the hair and horn of rhinoceros. Horn. హార్న్ అంటే గిన హార్న్ అంటే కొమ్ము రైనోసిరాస్ మీకు తెలుసు ఖడ్గమృగాలు ఓకే సో హార్న్ ఆఫ్ రైనోసిరాస్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ బిట్ ఇన్ ద హార్న్ ఆఫ్ రైనోసిరాస్ ఓకే సో ఇక్కడ ఉంటుంది దానికి ఒక హార్న్ ఉంటుంది సో ఫ్రమ్ నోస్ ఓకే elongated horn is arises elongated horn is arises okay so this is elongated horn is arises okay in the horn of rhinoceros and hair keratin protein is present okay keratin protein is the horn of rhinoceros keratin protein keratin protein is okay so it is most important picture okay rhinoceros దాని ఏమంటారంటే తెలుగులో ఖడ్గమృగాలు ఓకే సో different type of rhinoceros which lives in one of the largest national park in our India. So in our India, okay. So what is the name of that national park? Kaziranga National Park. It is present in Assam. Kaziranga National Park. Okay. So Kaziranga National Park, which is present in Assam. So in Kaziranga National Park, different types of rhinoceros are present. Different types of rhinoceros are present. Okay, right. Next, assimilated energy. Assimilated. What is assimilation? ఇంతకుముందు మీకు చెప్పడం జరిగింది నేను ఓకే మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి చెప్తాను అసిమిలేషన్ వాట్ ఈస్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్ అండ్ అసిమిలేషన్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్ అండ్ అసిమిలేషన్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్ అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ అబ్జార్ప్షన్ end product of digestion nothing but nutrients are passes from intestine to blood is called absorption okay nutrients are passes from intestine from intestine to blood with the help of with the help of microvilli. Micro with the help of microvilli. Okay. Nutrients are passes from intestine to blood with the help of microvilli. Okay. This reaction is called absorption. Okay. So blood logi పోతుంది. Okay. Nutrients ఎక్కడ పోయినాయి? So, intestine to blood logi. Okay. So through blood circulation. Through blood circulation. These nutrients are enters into tissue or cell through blood circulation. Through blood circulation. Through blood circulation. These nutrients are supplies into tissue. Supply, supplies to tissue or cell. This reaction is called assimilation. Okay. So through blood circulation, nutrients are supplies into tissue or cell. This reaction is called assimilation. This reaction is called assimilation. Okay. In the tissue or cell, in the tissue or cell. Okay. So in the tissue or cell, these nutrients undergoes oxidization with the help of mitochondria to produce energy. To produce energy. So assimilation is energy producing reaction. Assimilation is most important bit. Energy producing energy producing uh, energy producing. Okay, right. So next, this assimilated energy. So assimilated energy useful for growth, repair, and reproduction of reproduction. To this assimilated energy useful to grow. Okay, so repair, repair, and reproduction. And reproduction. In okay, this assimilation energy useful for growth, repair, and reproduction in organisms. Okay. Next, detritus. Come to detritus. Dead and decaying organic matter of both animals and plants is called detritus. Detritus. Okay. Come to dead and decaying organic matter of both animals and plants is called detritus. Okay. So the organisms which feeds on detritus called detritivores. Detritivores. Okay. Detritivores. The organisms which feeds on detritus called detritivores. Best example to detritivore, earthworm. Example to detritivore, earthworm. Okay. Example to detritivore, earthworm. So because earthworm which feeds on detritus, earthworm which feeds on detritus, nothing but dead and decaying organic matter of plants and animals. It's called detritus. Okay, so earthworm is considered detritivores. Detritivores. Okay, right. Next, solar energy. Solar energy. Solar energy. This solar energy is obtained from sun. So each and every organism directly or indirectly dependent on sun for sun radiation or solar energy or solar energy. Okay. So solar energy trapped by producers. Okay, so trapped by producers is nothing but green plants. Okay, solar energy from sun trapped by producers. These producers convert the solar energy into chemical. These producers convert the solar energy into chemical, chemical, okay, chemical. In this process, these producers produces heat. Okay, so produces heat. Okay, right. Next one from producers. Okay, so energy is passes into consumers. Energy is passes into consumer. Energy is passes into. Okay. This chemical energy also passes into consumer from chemical, chemical because consumers which feeds on producers. So chemical energy also enters into the body of consumer. Okay, so chemical energy also enters into the body of consumer. Okay. So the in this process, heat is in this process heat is then. Okay, so heat is reduced. Heat is okay. So, మీకు తెలిసేది కూడా అంతే. Okay, only 10% of solar energy is received by producer. Only 10% of solar energy is received by only 10. Remaining 90% of energy, okay, so is lost in the form of heat. In the form of okay, in the form of heat. This is called entropy. When consumers which feeds on producers, only 10% of energy is received by consumers from producers. Okay, so from producers. So only 10% of energy is passes into consumers from producers. Remaining 90% of energy. Okay, so remaining 90% of energy is lost in the form of heat. In the form of heat. Okay, so this is over the ఎనర్జీ పిరమిడ్. ఓకే, ఆల్రెడీ దీని గురించి ఇంతవరకు ఇంత ముందే చెప్పడం జరిగింది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ బిట్వీన్ ఆర్గానిజం అండ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్, ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఫ్రమ్ ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ మెటీరియల్ బిట్వీన్ ఆర్గానిజం అండ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. ఓకే, ఆర్గానిజం అండ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. Flow of material between organism and environment. This is called cycling of material. This is called cycling of. One mark bit most important. Cycling. Cycling of material or biogeocycle. Okay, cycling of material or biogeocycle. Biogeocycle. Cycling. Biogeocycle. Okay, this is most important bit for 1 mark. Next, ఆల్రెడీ మీకు తెలుసు, ఇప్పుడే చెప్పడం జరిగింది. Producers obtained the solar energy. Okay? All producers trap the solar energy and which is converted into chemical, which is converted into chemical energy. Okay, so this chemical energy uh, passes into consumers from producers. When consumer which feeds on producers. When consumer which feeds on producers. Okay, so this is a chemical. So this chemical energy passes from one traffic level to another traffic level. Okay, so along with the length of food chain. So this chemical energy passes from one traffic level to another traffic level along with the length of food chain. Okay, so generally each food chain contains 3 to 5 traffic levels. Generally each food chain contains 3 to 5 traffic levels. Okay, right. Next, the effect of human activities on ecosystem. Next topic, the effect of human activity on on ecosystem. ఇది చూస్తాం. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ వన్, కటింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫారెస్ట్. మీకు తెలుసు ఫారెస్ట్ కట్ చేయడం వల్ల ఏం జరుగుతుందో మీకు తెలుసు. కటింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫారెస్ట్, కటింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది కటింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫారెస్ట్. Cutting of the forest leads to disturb the ecosystem. Okay, so cutting of the forest leads to disturb the ecosystem. Okay, so for example, rainfalls are not coming. Okay, disturb the hydrological cycle. So disturb the hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycle is nothing but rainfall. Okay, so next, the total forest land. So due to the cutting of forest land is converted into cultivative land. Okay, so cultivative land. First one, rainfalls are not coming. Okay, second one, due to the cutting of forest. Okay, so different type of flora and fauna undergoes endangerment. Okay, so this is the second one. Okay, rainfalls are not one. Rainfalls are not. Second one, flora and fauna undergoes endangerment. Okay, flora and fauna undergoes endangerment. Undergoes endangerment. Okay, rainfalls are not. Flora and fauna undergoes endangerment due to the cutting of forest. Next, C. Okay, forest land is converted into cultivative land. Okay, so cultivative, cultivative. Okay, so, and then disturb the hydrological cycle. And then disturb the hydrological cycle. So ultimately, ecosystem collapse. Ecosystem collapse. Okay, so in some of the imbalances are occur in the ecosystem. Okay, so due to the cutting of forest. The cutting of forest is called deforestation. Cutting of the forest is called deforestation. So due to the deforestation, rainfalls are not coming. Okay, so different type of flora and fauna undergoes endangerment. Okay, so forest land is becomes into cultivative land. Okay, so next one, lost disturb the our ecosystem. Disturb our ecosystem. Okay, so this is okay. Next one, come to the general topic pollution. Okay. స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ కొల్లేరు ఉంది, ఆ కొల్లేరు గురించి స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ కొల్లేరు. ఓకే, స్టోరీ ఆఫ్ కొల్లేరు. మీకు తెలుసు కొల్లేరు లేక్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది నాన్న? కొల్లేరు లేక్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ది లొకేషన్ ఆఫ్ కొల్లేరు లేక్ బిట్వీన్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి అండ్ కృష్ణా. ఓకే, బిట్వీన్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి అండ్ కొల్లేరు. కొల్లేరు లొకేషన్ బిట్వీన్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి అండ్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి అండ్ కృష్ణా అండ్ కృష్ణా. ఓకే, it is the largest fresh water lake in our India. So, largest fresh water is the largest fresh water lake in our India. Okay, right. So next, it is extends up to 6,121 kilometers. It is extends up to 6,121 kilometers. So it is considered largest freshwater lake in our India. Okay. So next, Kolleru Lake flow into the Bay of Bengal. Okay. At through the Upputeru channel. Through the Upputeru channel. Okay. So Upputeru important. Through the Upputeru channel. Through the Upputeru channel, Kolleru Lake flow into Bay of Bengal. Okay, Bay of Bengal. Okay, right. Next, in November 1999, okay, our AP government declared Kolleru Lake as Kolleru Bird Sanctuary. Kolleru Bird Sanctuary. In November 1999, our AP government declared Kolleru Lake as Kolleru Bird Sanctuary. Okay, so because of different type of migratory and native birds which lives in Kolleru Lake, which lives in Kolleru. Okay, so approximately important bits, 193 species of birds. Okay, so 193 species of birds which lives in Kolleru Lake. Okay, so Kolleru Lake is considered Kolleru Bird Sanctuary. So by our AP government, by our AP government. Okay, so some of the migratory birds also came into Kolleru Lake. So migratory birds. So how many migratory birds per year? 20 lakhs per year. 20 lakhs of migratory birds which lives in Kolleru Lake. Okay, so from the countries of Asia and European. Okay, Asia and European. Okay? Approximately 20 lakhs of migratory birds came from Asia and Europe countries. Okay, they are coming into, they are came into Kolleru. They are came into Kolleru Lake per year. Okay, so next one, in 18th century, in 18th, starting the aquaculture in Kolleru, starting the aqua, starting the aquaculture in Kolleru Lake in 18th century. Okay, so many investors are came to the Kolleru Lake. So, due to which that Kolleru Lake undergoes pollution. Okay, that Kolleru Lake undergoes pollution and gradually decrease their their deepness due to the some of the uh, wastage, okay, flow into the Kolleru Lake. Okay, so this is most important bit. Okay, so in 18th century, aquaculture is started in Kolleru Lake. So many investors are came into Kolleru Lake. Okay, so and starts some of the industries, and starts some of the industries. So these industries produces different type of pollutants, industrial pollutants. Okay, so and produces a different type of waste. So due to the industrial pollutants and wastage, gradually decrease the deepness of Kolleru Lake. Okay, so ఇప్పుడు ఈ యొక్క పుడిపోయిందండి. ఒక మాటలో చెప్పాలంటే పుడిపోయింది. డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ ఎఫ్లుయెన్స్ వచ్చి చేరడం వల్ల ఆ యొక్క కొల్లేరు లేక్ యొక్క డీప్‌నెస్ తగ్గి పుడిపోయింది. ఓకే. పుడిపోవడం వల్ల మీకు తెలుసు. ఓకే. సో దట్ లేక్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ కల్టివేటివ్ ల్యాండ్. ఓకే. సో దట్ లేక్ ఈస్ కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ కల్టివేటివ్. ఓకే. కల్టివే కల్టివేట్ ల్యాండ్. This is the detailed account of Lake Kulleru. Detailed account of Lake Kulleru. Okay. So this is what the Kulleru Lake. Next one. Industrial effluent. Okay. Is major cause for decrease the deepness of Kulleru Lake. Okay. Industrial effluent. Okay. Next one. Not only industrial effluents. Okay. So different type of plants also well growing like Eichhornia and Pistia. Eichhornia and okay. So these are excessive growth in Lake Kolleru. In Lake Kolleru. Okay. So Eichhornia and Eichhornia and so these are excessive growth in Lake Kolleru due to which okay, waterways, okay, waterways become black. Waterways and what is waterways? These incoming water. Okay. Water లేక్లోకి రావడం. It is outgoing water. Okay. It is outgoing water. Out. It is incoming. Incoming water. It is incoming waterway. It is outgoing waterway. Okay. So due to the excessive growing of Eichhornia and Pistia, due to the excessive growing of Eichhornia and Pistia, all waterways. Okay. So incoming waterways and outgoing waterways block. Okay. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ block ಆಯ್ತು. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ this is block. ఎందుకంటే due to the excessive growing of Eichhornia. Okay. So due to the excessive growing of Eichhornia and Ischia, all waterways, nothing but incoming waterway and outgoing waterway to become black. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది? Water become, lake water become decompose. Okay. Due to the decomposing of lake water, different type of bacteria are generated. So these different type of bacteria produces different type of disease. Okay, to the human beings. Okay. So, water disease, okay, typhoid. Okay, so when a person intake this decomposed water, okay, so immediately attack different type of diseases like typhoid. Okay, next diarrhea and hepatitis A. So, typhoid, diarrhea, typhoid, diarrhea, and hepatitis. Okay, and the different type of disease are attack to human. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella type bacteria. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella type bacteria. Salmonella type, Salmonella type bacteria. Okay. Right. Diarrhea is caused by protozoa parasites. Diarrhea is caused by Giardia. Diarrhea. Diarrhea is nothing but water motion. Okay. So excessive loss of water through fecus. Excessive loss of water through fecus is called diarrhea. Okay. So diarrhea is caused by Giardia. This is one type of protozoan parasite. Giardia. Okay. Giardia. Giardia. Next, hepatitis. It is one type of virus. Okay. So hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus. Okay. So hepatitis B virus, hepatitis E virus. A, B, C, D, E అని వైరస్ పేరు. సో ఆ వైరస్ పేరు మీదుగానే డిసీజ్ కూడా హెపటైటిస్. ఓకే. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ సిమ్టమ్ ఇన్ హెపటైటిస్? లివర్ సిరోసిస్ ఇస్ దట్. లివర్. Okay. Liver cirrhosis. Liver cirrhosis. Liver cirrhosis is, what is the liver cirrhosis? What is the liver cirrhosis? Fibrous tissue is formed in liver cells. When fibrous tissue is formed in liver cells, that liver cells becomes into dysfunctional. That liver cells is becomes into dysfunctional. అంటే ఇంకా ఏ పని చేయలేవు ఆ liver cells. That is called liver cirrhosis. Liver cirrhosis. Okay. So main symptom in liver cirrhosis is, okay. So main symptom. It is a main symptom in hepatitis. Liver cirrhosis is main symptom in hepatitis. Okay. So this is over the three types of diseases like typhoid, diarrhea, and hepatitis. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella type. Next, diarrhea is caused by Giardia. Next, hepatitis is caused by hepatitis A virus, hepatitis B virus, okay, hepatitis C virus, hepatitis D virus, and hepatitis E virus. Okay. So I will see next class. My dear students, I am leaving.